And we're live. Okay, let's talk about Mass Effect
Oh.
Andromeda on our Dragon Age Origin stream.
We want to finish our conversation. We were just saying that's the reality.
Hi everyone. So we are going to be playing Dragon Age Origins today. We are marching forward on the misadventures of Claude. Towards Denerim, right? Are we going to Denerim now?
Yeah, unfortunately, as you pointed out to me, you played Greedfall last week, which was
I did.
plague themed.
Yes, unfortunately it was.
Yeah, unfortunately today we're going to be going into the Elven Alienage level, which is also plague themed.
We're not planning this stuff out, people. All right.
No, it's just the world wants everyone to remember there's a plague going on. Apparently, you can't escape it.
It's
Happy
really
birthday.
Yeah, it's really quite weird. Also, did we get a chance to tweet out that we were streaming?
I didn't. Did you?
Nope, sure didn't. So let me.
Yeah, so there's only 2 people here, and I think they're both us.
I'm like, let me tweet this out so maybe folks can get a chance to actually know we're doing this. But while I'm doing that,
YouTube sucks at it.
yeah, it doesn't give people say that all the time that it doesn't give the notifications the way that they would like.
I set it up a while ago too.
I was going to talk more about Mass Effect Andromeda, and you referenced something about it. Potentially maybe at one point doing a too many mods Mass Effect Andromeda, which a couple of months ago, or a couple of years ago rather, I would have said that would be impossible. But starting from like a couple months ago, I've been noticing that the modding scene is slowly but surely still continuing to grow for Andromeda. So I don't know. I think we might actually be able to do a modded, somewhat different playthrough of Andromeda down the road somewhere if it keeps up in this direction.
I've heard that the modding for Inquisition and Andromeda are fairly similar, and there's been a lot of leaps and bounds in the Inquisition modding scene. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's like the same people.
Yes,
Hello, everybody.
I completely agree. Our good buddy Wavebend has done some really cool things going back several months ago, where like the real limitation was introducing completely new files into Frosty, and there's now some workarounds to do that, and so I think that's only going to continue to get better.
Oh boy.
All right, so we tweeted it out now. Let me go ahead and start at the game, and we can start to see how Claude can fail today.
Yeah, I mean, like, we have to. Well, this is gonna be where things kind of get real. I feel like because we have to take the blood magic ritual to sacrifice all the elves so we can get 1 power point, right? That's like we have to do that.
Sorry, I was agreeing with you on mute. Yes, of course. Naturally.
I thought you were so horrified that you're like, oh no.
Now, at this point, nothing horrifies me.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm surprised Claude did not corrupt the save files yet. There is still time in the day.
Oh, Jesus, who said that? Knock on wood. Don't jinx us. Because that is totally a possibility. I hope everyone else is doing well in quarantine.
Yeah, I guess I've been mostly editing the video that just came out. But now that the video's out, I can now have a lot of good old times in Animal Crossing. So that's where my next couple hours will be.
Oh, very good. So tell me, that's a big thing, right? Because I think maybe the last time you and I streamed together, we were hyped about it. It was coming out. So what the hell? While I refamiliarize myself, maybe do some inventory management. Well, before we go to Denerim, tell us about Animal Crossing. How's it going?
It's great. So I've been a huge Animal Crossing fan ever since I was a kid. Like I've had all of the versions, and I've played them all a lot. So I was very excited to delve into this one. It's a lot of different. Like every Animal Crossing is a little bit different, but I think this one really is very different compared to the other ones. Like there's a little bit more hand-holdy, I feel like, but there's also a lot of new features. So I get why they were a little bit more hand-holdy. I guess my only complaint is that it's because so far it's been like a week of tutorials, and I'm like, okay, I get it. We could have done this all in a couple days, but like they wanted to go slow, kind of. Make it seem more realistic. All right, we'll go with it. But what's my island fruit? I got pears. Pear gang for life.
Oh, there's a debate about this, right? Like pear
Yeah,
gang and pineapple. What do these different fruits mean?
well, so like all islands come with like a fruit, and then you can get more fruit and like the fruit like. So I have pears. If I sell pears, they sell for 100. If I get some cherries in my town, which I do because my mom, like my in-game mom, sent them to me, then they sell for 500. So you want extra fruits in your thing no matter what. But anyway, some people just want a certain type of fruit more than others for aesthetic reasons, and people don't like pears because they're green, and so they blend in with the green trees. Apparently, like that's the drama.
Sviper in the chat says if your fruit is pears, you are invalid.
No, they're actually the best because no one else wants them, so that's why they're the best.
Yeah. All right. I love this drama. I love it.
Really, the only people that have like I think superiority in this debate is the people who have peaches because it's now just butts. You know, we got the butt fruit. All right, fair enough. That's funny. You won.
You
got me there.
Fruit. Okay. All right.
I mean, it's really what it is, right? So then you got like cherries and apples and oranges and all sorts of stuff. Like I was partial to oranges because that was my last town, but like I can do pears. Like it really, it's just like silly. Like this is a game with absolutely no violence. How are we going to bring competitiveness to it? Oh, what fruit did you get? Like
okay, yeah. I mean, I completely dig that, to be honest.
Yeah. So that's the whole debate. There really isn't one. We're just bored. So.
I'm happy to hear about it. Are anything that surprised you so far with Animal Crossing?
I mean, a little bit. I think some of the villager AI is more active. Like I'm that person that they have like little things you can do, like you can shake the trees and like you'll get wasps, but like once a day you can find 2 pieces of furniture. So I'm the one shaking all the trees to get those 2 pieces of furniture. God damn it! And because it's free. So the villagers will go up to you and like, why are you shaking so many trees? Where beforehand they didn't say anything about it. And apparently, if you keep doing things over and over again, the villagers will come up to you and ask why you're doing things. So they're a little bit more interactive than they used to be, and I think that's kind of cute. So yeah, I was also kind of sad because like at first they didn't have like Animal Crossing music is like everyone knows Animal Crossing music, right? Like it's always like on everyone's chill streams, like chill Animal Crossing music.
Is that the chill streams? I didn't know that.
Well, not always, but I feel like I see a lot of them. Maybe that's just the YouTube algorithm telling me what I need. But yeah. So when starting up this game, it was just the same song over and over again. I was like, oh, did they get rid of that? What's going on here? But no, it's just an unlockable thing that you have to wait until the town is kind of more fully developed, and then it'll start actually using the songs. One thing that did surprise me is that like this is almost like a beta Animal Crossing, if that makes sense.
Ooh,
like they're adding holidays in later. So like the update for Easter isn't going, or the Bunny Day or whatever they call it, isn't actually going to come.
Bunny Day.
Like, yeah, they have a lot of like technically it's Easter because it's cute and we want to do things with eggs, but like that's not a real. There's no religion in Animal Crossing, so it's a Bunny Day. But yeah, so it's this kind of a cute little. Well, Bunny Day's cute, but I don't know. It's kind of strange to me. Like, there are things in this game that aren't here yet. Like that's new to me. Like it's like common in gaming now, so I don't know how I feel about it.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, it sounds like a good old non-offensive PC, non-controversial time, except for the fruit debate, which is almost like a cute debate. So.
Well, yeah, it's just a very like silly, innocent game. Like, I mean, it's just. I've always enjoyed it because there's a lot of decorating involved.
Oh yeah.
So like, I don't know. I just always thought it was fun.
I think it sounds absolutely fantastic. I will let you know. I have the game. It is wrapped in plastic. It is laying in my living room right now.
You haven't even touched it?
Have not touched it. I wanted to play it maybe last weekend, and I got to tell you, because of everything going on, like my Prime membership did not help me. Amazon was like, listen, bitch, I don't care if it's supposed to be 1 day shipping. You're going to get it in 7 days or whatever it was because they're so backed up.
Oh, yeah.
And so it kind of got here in the middle of the week, and then I wanted to like do a whole nother modded Andromeda thing. I just got distracted. And anyhow, my girlfriend told me the other day that she saw a commercial for it or something, so now she's interested. So I might just wait till I can see her and maybe we'll
Yeah.
kind of sit and play together. But I'm happy
Now,
for the Animal Crossing people. Everyone seems to be really excited for it.
yeah, that's all you see on social media now is Animal Crossing.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny. And I will say real quick, if you play with your girlfriend, the first player is they advertise like, oh, it's couch co-op, and it is, but the person whoever makes the town first, it's their town, and they're the ones in control, and then the other people just kind of join. Only progress can be made in the town through the first player. So if your girlfriend's going to want to play it more than you, then you might want to give that to her.
Okay, that's a good tip.
So
That is a good tip. I am basically upgrading everyone's inventory.
sounds good.
Because we had that mod, and I don't feel like we've used it as much to upgrade all of their, like the material level.
Oh
yeah. And so now everyone's got good, at least tier 6 or tier 7.
At least we got that going for us.
We do. Lastly, on Animal Crossing, my final question: anything at all that you're sort of disappointed by?
Disappointed by. I have not experienced it yet, so keep this in mind. But I went and got some amiibo cards because on the Nintendo Direct, they said, "Oh, you can have villagers come to your town or move to your town through the cards." And now I'm hearing that's not quite true. And so now I'm like, great. Did I just spend granted it's like $5, but like, did I spend $5 to get my boy Antonio, and he's not even gonna be here? Nintendo, explain yourself.
Yeah.
I guess that's where I'm at right now. But yeah, thinking of other than that, I'm trying to think of like something that this is actively disappointed. I don't know. I can't really think of anything that's disappointed me so far, because I feel like with Animal Crossing, you don't play for a week and then kind of know the ins and outs. Like it's going to take a couple months for me to like get comfortable with like everything, because this is a very slow moving game.
Oh, really? That's actually really cool.
Yeah, like I like when I was playing a lot in college, I had New Leaf on a little Game Boy, and my daily thing was for like 30 minutes to an hour, I would play the game just every day for a little over a year. Really like a year and a half probably, and like I loved it, and that was great. But it wasn't like a binge thing that you do every day because you run out of stuff to do. But I think it's perfect for just like, I want a game that I can just play daily. I don't have to keep paying for it like these shitty phone games. I can and there's like something I can work towards. I can make my town pretty. I can do all sorts of different things and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I guess that's how I play. So yeah, I won't unlock everything for like probably another month, So anyway.
Yeah. All right, I can dig it.
So how are you two? Got any weekend plans? You're looking at them. This is our weekend plans.
Yeah, God, you ain't kidding, man. Everybody is just kind of on that quarantine lifestyle, which you and I have talked. I mean, I'm pretty introverted. I think you've said that you and Michael like to kind of stay in a lot. That's pretty good, except I feel like my girlfriend and I were kind of on, like, we'll do a kind of couple of weekends where we're being like lazy homebodies and being and then we want to go out. You know what I mean? We were kind of on a couple of weekends of staying in, so we were kind of ready to kind of go. It's like, oh, Jesus, now who knows how long this is going to be now?
Yeah, our state that we're in is like we're locked down until like the second week of April, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just here, and like I'm supposed to have a doctor's appointment for like baby stuff Monday, and I haven't heard anything about that from the obstetrician or whatever it is. So I'm not quite sure. Like, is that still going on? Am I still going to that? Like, what's up with that? So I'm a little confused.
That is that's nuts.
Yeah. Restaurants and bars being closed has done wonders for my bank account. You know what? I'll say, yeah, kind of the same. Because I am quite fond of like, hey, because that's what I'm experiencing right now. Like sometimes you just get tired of cooking,
Yes, that's 100% true.
And I just kind of want to get just get some takeout. But which one thing, like the places are open near us. We could get takeout. The problem is near us a takeout place. I'll be very vague about it. It was a major chain. It wasn't like a local person, thankfully. Is actually reported to be a breakout of a major thing because one of their workers was sick
Oh
with the
no.
virus and infected like quite a lot of people, and so now we're like afraid to go get takeout food.
That's rough.
So we're like, oh, I guess we'll just eat what we have. I mean, like we bought it, we should eat it at the same time. Like, oh man, I could
Sure.
do for anything else that's not in this house. So, yeah.
I gotcha. I completely agree. I think that's a lot of folks are kind of in that same boat. I will say that I have been one of those people who just, you know, delivery food apps are great, but in order to really have a good relationship with those, you have to have willpower, Caitie. And not just Postmates, Uber Eats favor your life to death. And so I was really like, for a couple months now, before this all happened, on a really good, I got my willpower up. I had deleted those goddamn apps off my phone, and now I have every reason to use them again. So
Yeah.
that's kind of
Oh, boy.
unfortunate for me. But anyway, I'm still managing stuff. Don't worry about me.
Oh boy.
I feel like this is a lot long overdue of making sure everyone's leveled and
Yeah, we have not been doing this for a while, and we're kind of, I'm not going to say where it's a difficulty curve, but like
it's a little bit of that.
yeah, we're you know, we're near the end game. We probably have like
That's it. That's exactly right.
yeah, we have what? We got the alienage, we have the lands meet, and then it's end game. It's end game time. So,
Time to do it.
yeah. If appointments are canceled here, the doctor is usually supposed to call. If you don't hear from them, try calling before you have to leave for your appointment to double check. Yeah, that's what we were going to do. I wanted to call them today, but apparently they're closed on weekends. I didn't know that was a thing. So, yeah, I'll have. Well, our appointment's like really early in the morning, so I'm going to have to like, I don't know, just hopefully I'll be able to call and like someone's there right before they open, so we don't have to drive down there and waste the gas we're not currently using to go do that.
God damn it! I was gonna talk about Mass Effect Andromeda too. Shit.
Would you?
No, the only thing I was gonna say, I kind of already said it. The mod scene is really good. Not just, I'm hoping to see even more, maybe some silly mods, but holy crap! Like there's some really good mods, like a UI overhaul, like a HUD overhaul that I didn't know ever existed, and I'm like, oh my god, it looks so much better. Like it looks so much cooler. The icons are all different, and like the map looks a little bit different. The stupid way too big compass is actually like really sleek looking. The Nomad interface, which is way too crowded, is cleaned up a bunch. I took a screenshot of Suvi. Oh damn, my girl Suvi has never looked better. A couple of combinations on Korra mods, because there's so many. Like people basically hate how Korra looks, and so there's so many attempts. And what's the mod? Elise, right? Very well-known Dragon Age, Skyrim, every type of modder.
Oh, the face textured lady.
Els, right? All those Els mods, things.
Yeah.
She's done like 3 different attempts on Korra, and I've used all of them. And this most recent one I think is absolutely fantastic. They were all good. I always only used hers, but she came out with a new one recently, and I'm like, oh, it's so good.
She probably, I'm assuming it's a she just because Elise girl name, but
Yeah.
probably has the best face textures in the Dragon Age community. Like, they're definitely the ones that I use for Origins, and I believe Dragon Age 2 as well. I'm actually pretty okay with Inquisition, so I don't really touch Inquisition face textures that much. But
Yep.
I feel like whenever they feel too dated, I'll definitely be moving onto hers.
I'll tell you, the entire crew is just Els. Like there's a whole section of Frosty that's just Els, because everybody, I just use hers.
It's true.
She's fantastic. Okay, I don't know why I'm being so precious about what tactics I use for Zebran, but there we are.
I wonder what the video game industry looks like with the whole virus thing, because I think many games were going to come out recently. So when exactly will they come out now? That is a very good question. I know at least BioWare, there's been a lot of talks of like working from home from them. So I'm assuming it's stuff like that. But yeah, like games that were supposed to come out this month, I have no idea. Because I imagine like a lot of these, not like I guess thankfully for them, like a lot of games releases now are online anyway. But for things that were going to have like probably like a major physical release, that kind of sucks.
I would imagine
Yeah.
so. Yeah, big time.
Yeah, probably like indie games might be going like, oh heck yeah, because now they're going to be the only new games coming out of this month, and everyone's stuck at home quarantining. It's refreshing Steam, trying to think of what to do.
Yeah.
So they might actually get some good business.
You know, okay, real quick, Reza in the chat,
Yeah.
are these new Frosty mods on Nexus mods? They sure are. Every single one is on Nexus, and I'm not going to promise this because everybody knows how much I procrastinate actually making videos, but I will think about doing a mod showcase because I'm very impressed with how much improved the game is. As someone who has played a lot of Andromeda, we were just saying before we started streaming that my hour count on Origin is now about 450 hours. Lifetime.
Yeah.
The game actually feels a little fresh with some of the ones that I've added in, which is very nice.
Oy.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Little baby Alistair.
Babies. Now the question is, I mean, this is going to be, I guess, a bigger discussion for later, but we're getting kind of close to the lands meet. What's our plan for baby Alistair?
Oh, little baby king.
Are we doing a baby king, or are we doing a baby fights the archdemon? Like we got a couple options.
Oh, what if we do baby drunk?
Baby drunk. Oh, unfortunately, we won't get to see baby drunk though. Oh man.
There's no. Oh, because we've already done it. What am I thinking? We went in reverse.
Yeah, we went in reverse. We screwed ourselves over.
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah. After this is just not Andromeda Awakening. Then that's it. We're done. It's gonna be weird doing these streams later because one, they'll probably post baby, and then two, we talked about doing a Mass Effect one, but Mass Effect the mods aren't like the funniest. Usually.
No, I think the only thing that we were able to really determine was that one for Mass Effect 1, which is this weird sort of like randomizer thing.
Yeah.
Which,
like, it's fun, but I imagine like a whole game of that might get old though, right? I don't know.
I completely agree. I think that, the whole Mass Effect modded thing maybe isn't our best bet, but we'll talk about it. We'll figure something else out that we want to do.
King Claude, I demand King Claude. That's actually a good question. Could we do King Claude? Because we are a Kuslan. I don't know if the mod will allow us to or not.
I'm pretty sure it will, and that would be hilarious.
Especially since we have Snow Queen, anime, and Nora.
Oh, you're not wrong.
Yeah, we've kind of spoiled that one, but...
Okay, we are almost 20 minutes of this, and I'm just about done now, so that's good.
Woo!
What about Death Blow? Yeah, we'll do Death Blow, and I think we're pretty much probably good to get going here. So, are we going straight to Denerim, right?
Yeah, straight to Denerim. Let's do this.
Straight to Denerim.
Oh well, hold on. So before actually, it's not straight to Denerim. We have to go straight to Arl Eamon, and that's going to trigger the Denerim stuff, right? Because we haven't done that yet.
True story.
I can't remember.
I think you're right. All right, so to Redcliffe. Gotta have some kind of canon Emmy run at some point. I'd love to see Jordan play the trilogy.
Jordan.
Probably a good idea.
Maybe that's what you start doing when I'm gone for 2 months or whatever.
Of course, yes.
Then we can have the confusing. Now here's a question, because we did silly mods in backwards order. For Dragon Age. Are we going to do that for Mass Effect, or are we going to go in order?
See, I don't know that we could have too much success doing silly mods for Mass Effect, but if you want to play Mass Effect, I can definitely show you how to get everybody killed. I mean, we can definitely do that.
Yeah, maybe a death run. Maybe that's just what we do. But but that would probably have to be played in order, though, right? So we start with the first game.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Okay, let's fireball the shit out of some people.
As you wish.
Yeah, we got the randomizer, but I think as much as at the very least I want to do one thing with the randomizer, but like a whole playthrough, I'm afraid would get old. But maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. Jordan playthrough of Skyrim as a lusty Argarnian maid. There you go, Jordan. Your life's calling. all those nice mods you've been trying to prune together.
Oh no, what we need is Lusty Argonian playthrough. And by the way, I'm not gonna search it. I just already know it's there. Come on.
Oh, it is.
I mean, it has to be, right? Like, it has to be. There's no way that doesn't already exist.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, I wonder if there's a lusty Argonian follower or something like that.
There's probably
You would think
10
that's
of
the
them.
thing. Hmm.
Everything's dead, and yet this ogre is just kind of hanging out on this other side of the map. Excuse me, ogre. Oh, Jesus, now he sees us. Oh, boy.
May I argue I'd run with the Monster Factory Shepherd? Well, that was the second game. I don't know how that would go for the third.
No, don't do this.
You alright?
I'm so glad I saved.
Oh boy.
Because it crashed.
Oh, it crashed. Oh boy.
I am so glad I saved after doing all that.
Yeah, that would have been a very frustrating couple minutes for everybody. Oh no.
Whew, okay, well let's load back up to the save that I just made 2 seconds ago. That's good. We'll see how this goes.
Good game, everybody.
Oh boy. Right? If we play Emmy, I guess Claude will have a future space descendant. God, I feel like Claude basically looks like a Volus, if you really think about it.
You're not wrong, but like yeah, because they're kind of like space dwarves in a way. But like we can't really see their face. But I guess if you assume that they're ugly, then yeah, that that works out.
Agreed. Indeed. Of course.
What is fairy tale fights?
I know that
Woodland Nymph wants you to do a playthrough of it.
I know the name, but I've never played it, and I'm having a hard time remembering it. But I definitely people do that.
Let's I'm gonna Google it. Fairy tale.
Okay, we've been stopped. Oh, actually, let's do some stuff here.
You have coins, stranger?
Well,
Fine weapon and arms.
I don't think that's gonna happen because it looks like a console exclusive.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, say la vie.
It's a very old game. It's actually older than Origins.
Oh, interesting.
Well, yeah, sorry, it won't happen. I assume Volus look like anteaters. That is a very specific. I'm for that because anteaters are very strange looking, but
Okay. Yeah. Inventory's managed enough. Let's. I don't know why we didn't get jumped by that same army of Darkspawn, but I'm not complaining. All right, let's go talk to Eamon. I like how there's this pile of bones here on the steps, like as if none of these Templars could grab a broom.
it's like, yeah, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Just don't look too hard at the bodies.
I like to believe that they just have fights with each other about who's going to do it. It's not my job. 'Tis not my job either. You know, they just nobody wants to do it.
Oh God.
All right, let's make a quick save.
What do you like? Do Templars just like stand around most of the time? Oh, I forgot we made what's his face look like Sir Perth, I think, look like Geralt, whatever his name is.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
Oh boy.
Witcher 1 Geralt as well.
Yeah, that's a
oh,
my worst nightmare.
Like whenever, knock on wood, whenever you get around to doing that, I just want to be a part of the finale, just so I can witness the plane land.
Oh no, is there like a thing?
No, I just kind of at this point, you finishing the Witcher playthrough is gonna be like Half-Life 3 coming out. Like it's just.
I mean, you're right, and I'm just mad about it.
I mean, I can't talk, right? Because the Skyrim stream is still, floating
Well,
out there in
yeah.
the air.
Or also your Witcher, because you started The Witcher.
No,
you started a lot of games.
Well, hold on. I reserve the right to sort of do one, and that's not a series. That's just kind of like a beta.
That's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, I guess the Skyrim, if it starts, you're really gonna have to commit. I'm really gonna have to commit to it. So.
Oh, no, tell them about the Michael Jordan podcast.
Well, the Michael Jordan podcast is doing fantastic. We're disappointed, obviously, with the quarantine, social distancing. We had to cancel a lot of guests, but
yeah,
it's been great. Season 5 is really, it was really going to be our best season yet if it wasn't for the fact that COVID hit. Mm-hmm. So
now, where can people find season 1 through 4?
Right. Well, negotiation rights have kind of been up in the air. We were on Netflix for a while. Now we're going over to Disney Plus. Don't even ask me how that's possible, but it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know they hosted podcasts, or is this not a podcast anymore?
I mean, we're the first one. We're kind of considered a variety show at this point. Family entertainment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I wish Michael would tell me these things. He just.
I'm telling you.
Refuses to.
He's so humble. He doesn't want to brag.
I know. You, on the other hand, just...
Well, somebody's got to do it.
Someone's got to get the word out about this show.
All right. Let's talk to Eamon.
Oh, God.
I understand you've acquired all the allies you could. That's good. We can call the Landsmeet if you are ready. I would prefer not giving Loghain time to consider, but it is up to you. I do not wish to go to Denerim unless you are with me.
All right, let's go to Denerim now.
Excellent. I shall make...
Oh, that angle of Claude is so frightening. Jesus Christ. Michael Jordan podcast is just Jordan and Michael playing NBA 2K20. God, I wish that were possible.
Michael's not a sports guy though, so it would just be like Michael going,
Yeah, well, that in 2K20 is utter garbage. So unfortunately, that's the thing.
Well, what is there like a what's the best of the 2Ks?
The rest of the nation.
See, that's the thing, right? It's like with sports games, we could go back to when they were better, but then you're playing an out-of-date sports game, which is weird because, like, the rosters can't stop getting updated and all this other stuff, and so...
I mean, to be fair, Michael doesn't even know the roster, so it wouldn't...
well, there's that. I could play 2K11. 2K11 was probably considered one of the all-time greats.
Mm-hmm.
2K16 was probably considered the last one that didn't go down the crapper.
Oh, I forgot about Loghain, huh? Wow, this is a lineup. Also, Myri just doesn't have a back of a head. Not Cothrian, that's her name. Wow, this is something, huh?
With Kaelan dead, Ferelden must have a...
Didn't we have another gal that didn't have a back of the head?
Yeah, probably.
It's Queen.
Because I do my best trying to get all of the hair mods, but sometimes like they're not there, and I must have just forgot to look at her and make sure she had a head.
Oh, I remember now. It was the elven girl, and somebody in the chat made reference to the idea of attempting to copulate with the back of her open head.
Oh yeah, that we didn't have to remember that one, Jordan. We could sail past that. Just him and Hog. I wonder what that was. What was that? Huh?
That was the back of the eyeballs fetish. If you forgot.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Oh, this whole crew right now just looks like something out of a nightmare.
Yeah, you have literally a brainless woman.
How dare you?
Well, I mean, do you see a brain in there? Do you see a brain? I will retract my statement if we find a brain in there. Nigel Thornberry and the Crow. I think it's supposed to be from the Crow. If you remember that movie, is that who this is supposed? I can't remember what.
Alex in the chat says Loghain is the new Joker.
Oh God. Yeah, he. Oh, what if this is a retelling of the Joker story? Like Loghain's currently trying to try out to be the next Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, shoot. Hold on. Masharo says, Logain looks like the lead singer of a band my dad would listen to be honest.
What? Yeah, your dad's listened to some cool bands. Like, I'm assuming it's Kiss. Like, he looks like he should be in Kiss. What other bands has face paint like that? And also, dads listen to, unless this kid's like 6.
Yeah. All right, what are we saying to homeboy here? Considering Ostagar, we need. Oh yeah, well yeah, definitely that. Throw some shade. Considering Ostagar,
yeah.
perhaps we need a better general.
And who is this, Eamon?
Eamon's the only one
Some
that
new
looks normal.
stray you picked up on the
Poor
road.
Eamon.
And here I thought it was only royal bastards you played the nursemaid to.
All right. Here we go. Brenda Alistair, Grey Warden, Turn of High Ever. I could claim that.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm royalty. I'm Claude Kuzlin, Turn of High Ever.
The Kuzlins are dead. The Terran of High Ever belongs to the house, and rightfully so.
Listen, bitch. Only until all the hows are dead. Enjoy your moment. It wasn't enough. I demand blood rights. This man murdered my family.
You have no rights. Your family surrendered them when I revealed them to be traitors to the king.
Prove it to the Landsmeet. They still hang murderers here.
You are either very bold or very stupid to threaten the Ten before witnesses.
Enough, Calthrian. This is not the time or place. I had hoped to talk.
It looks like someone did try to make her look pretty. I don't know what. Look. Sorry, Eric's picture in the background.
We must be united now if we are to endure this crisis. Your own sister, Queen Rowan.
I forgot who sent that in. This is so great.
Do you see her work destroyed? You divide our nation and
my
weaken our
God.
efforts against the Blight with your selfish ambitions to the throne.
God, it's so. This is such a shit show. But every time this has been happening throughout the entire reverse trilogy of like, Logain's given a great emotional performance, and we're just cackling at how ridiculous this all looks.
I mean, yeah, that's what this is.
That's basically our aesthetic at this point.
Pretty much just laughing at really important and meaningful scenes.
What are we doing here? You're the one who divided Ferelden. What efforts can there be? Yeah, what efforts can there be when you outlaw the Grey Wardens?
Kaelan depended on the Grey Warden's prowess against the Darkspawn, and look how well that ended. Let us speak of reality rather than tall tales. Stories will not save us.
I cannot forgive what you've done, Logain. Perhaps the Maker can, but not I. Our people deserve a king of the Theron bloodline. Alistair will be the one to lead us to victory in this blight.
The Emperor of Orlais also
This
thought
playthrough
he could not
series
bring
is
him
modern
down.
art now.
Expect
Oh,
no
no.
more mercy than I showed
Do you think
him.
we could sell this
There's
for
nothing
to
I
get
would
into
not
the
do for
MoMA?
my homeland.
I mean, we could do something, right? Like, there's a bunch. Sure, this counts. Of all the crap, quote unquote, modern art that exists out there, we can make it.
That was bracing. I didn't expect Logain to show himself
There's
quite
been
so...
yeah,
Yo, what is that drawing? Is that a drawing of Varric in the back?
yeah. That's what I was talking about earlier.
Oh,
I
that's fantastic.
forgot who sent that in. Thank you, whoever sent that in.
Yeah, whoever sent that in, you are brilliant.
Oh, it would I did not plan this. Just his little smiling dorky face way in the back. Oh God.
Oh boy. How killed my family? I can't let him get away with it.
I would not ask you to. But bear in mind that he will be well protected by his alliance with Logain. He always seemed the kind of man who enjoyed kicking stray dogs. I would not have thought Logain would trust him. We need eyes and ears in the city. Logain has been here for months. The roots of all his schemes must begin here. The sooner we find them, the better we can turn them to our advantage. Go have a look around, and see what you can turn up. Better yet, find the nobles who have arrived for the Landsmeet. Test the waters. See
Oh,
how many will support us.
as I probably
When
talk
you're
over
ready
some
to
very
talk
important
strategy,
part here.
come upstairs to my sitting
We were talking about
room. We can lay out our
Kiss,
plans for the
just
Landsmeet
now.
then.
Did I tell you my looking through baby books story?
Wait, looking through baby book story has to do with Kiss?
Yeah.
All right, do tell.
I mean, the kind of gave away the punchline, but I went to a bookstore because we were waiting for something. But Jinx had a dental appointment, and you have to drop off your dog, whatever. So we're waiting for her to do her thing, and we went to a bookstore just to look around, and I'm like, oh, well, look, we're having a baby. Let's look at the baby books. And right there in like it was aimed at like kids who are pre-verbal because it's like written like Pat the Bunny type of stuff, and it was a book of Kiss, like it was telling about all like it was like Kiss babies essentially,
Gotta
like
teach
all
them
the
all
Kiss
about Kiss.
members. Yeah. It was like all the members were like, oh, I don't know their names, but like the one that's supposed to be the demon guy is being naughty. Oh no, that kind of thing. It's like this is the weirdest little book I've ever seen. And then next to that, which was also equally weird, was like again aimed for pre-verbal kids, and it's just more like Pat the Bunny, but like baby's first astrology and baby's first chakras and that sort of nonsense.
Interesting. God, what a great market. Like, you don't even have to be good at writing one of those books, right?
Yeah, kind of. You're just doing whatever it was. It's one of those like why does that exist?
Money.
The money I get, but who's buying that? Other than people who are just like making fun of their friends, being like, look what we got for you.
We're in the wrong business. We should write Baby's First Dragon Age, Baby's First I mean, I guess we would need licensing rights to do that, but
yeah, that is true.
Baby's First RPG, keep it generic.
They had Baby's First D&D stuff a while ago. We kind of missed the mark on that.
Wow.
Baby's First Cash Grab. Maybe we should just be on the nose about it.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Meta.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I could get to
Baby's First Claude. Yeah, we could do that. We have choices here. We do.
So filthy the bedbugs had
Oh, Zevran.
What say you?
Does Zevran still sound like Zevran, or does he pop
she,
into Zevran?
No, she does.
Yeah.
So filthy the bed bugs had fleas. Okay.
Baby's First Pyramid Scheme. Baby's First Boss Babe. God. Just murder me.
Oh, no. When did the term boss babe really get coined? Because now that's a very common thing, yeah?
I feel like in the past couple years.
Yeah.
It's not like I don't remember it as a kid. Yeah, because from my memory, it's only been like the past, I'm going to say 5 years that it's gotten real popular, so
it's a good.
That's about it.
It's a good moniker, I gotta say. I think a lot of those things that pop up can be kind of annoying, but I have to say that one I actually think really works.
I think it's terrible. What are you talking about?
Well, no,
oh, God,
but
I hate it.
It's pejorative, right? Like nobody. Wait, hold on. Now, I'm woefully. Nobody in earnest calls themselves a boss babe.
No, that's how it got coined. One of these companies says, "Call yourself a boss babe." Use hashtag boss babe. That's how it got coined.
But not anymore, though, right? Like by this point, like everyone who would say that.
People still use it.
Oh no.
yeah. Okay, now we're on the same page.
I meant as an insult. Like it's very it's a great pejorative term. Like I think it's because it's funny when you say that, people know that you're talking about like a douchebaggy MLM chick, right? Like people know.
Yeah.
Like it's so self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did not mean like it's a good term, like like it's a good thing. Like I mean, as a joke, it's a good term.
Nope, it's a reality. That's people use that.
Oh boy, I mean, you really think about it though, right? Like social justice warrior was something that people were proud of at one point. Like people took it out of their Twitter bios, but they used to have that shit in there unironically.
Oh, they definitely did, yeah.
And now it's a quote unquote loaded term. It's like it wasn't a few years ago. You guys were happy to have that in your Twitter bio. I kind of feel like there's a lot of things that are going to go that direction.
Probably, yeah.
Everything in here appears to be breakable. It seems most impractical.
Wasn't it Girl Boss? I know one from Lindsay Ellis. Girl Boss is also another popular one. That one exists too. So. There's like a couple of those too. Like Boss Babe's kind of the one that's like, haha, funny now because it's just so bad.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I've heard girl, but I'm trying to think of like other ones I've heard of. I know there's one with like mom something, like stay at home
Excuse
mom,
me, I
like
think that's the
boss
city
mom
name.
or something like that. What was it? Now I need to Google it.
The Chamberlain disapproves of us. If Lady Isolde hadn't brought me into this household from Redcliffe last year, I'd never have been given a place. I beg your pardon, sir, but I really can't.
At some point, I mean,
Oh,
The house
CEO.
Good day.
oh, that's awful. That's goddamn atrocious.
Oh man.
No, whoever came up with that needs to apologize.
Lady Boss is another one. Lady Boss is just really the any like boss babe girl. Like, like why does it have to be girl something? Can't you just be a
Sure, yeah.
boss?
I mean, that's...
mommy blog or something different. To be fair.
I mean, if you're a mom and you want to blog, it should be fine.
Well, yeah.
So I don't have a problem with mommy blogger as much.
All right, let's go save. What's her face? Oh, I forgot we had to go for your. Oh, we might not actually get to the elves today. Look at us.
This is Elena. She's...
'Cause I forgot we had to do the thing with the queen.
To ask for your help.
Or perhaps the young lady prefers to speak for herself.
Why would Honora ask us for help?
The queen. She is in a difficult position. She loved her husband, no? And trusted her father to protect him. When he returns with no king and only dark rumors, what is she to think? She worries, no? But when she tries to speak with him, he does not answer. He tells her not to trouble herself.
Oh, momager instead of manager. Haven't heard of that one.
Wait,
rough
a
too.
momager?
Instead of a manager.
Oh no. Alright, are you saying that the queen believes Loghain killed Kaelin?
My queen suspects she cannot trust her father. And Loghain, he is very subtle, no? But when and how, he is privy to all the secrets and not so subtle. So she goes to how? A visit from the queen to the new Isle of Denrum is only a matter of courtesy. And she demands answers.
I'm pained by this Fox feminism. Well, it's feminism in the service of trying to scam people, so that's what it is.
Scamming is universal.
Yeah?
Okay, let's see here. What did he say?
Things no decent person would repeat. He calls her every sort of name, traitor being the kindest, and locks her in a guest room.
Loghain would allow that?
King Kaelin was like a son to him, and Loghain left him to die. Does he love Honora more? Who can say? I think her life is in danger. I heard Hal say she would be a greater ally dead than alive, especially if her death could be blamed on Arl Eamon.
Okay, yeah, give me one good reason to believe this crazy story.
Because you do not want Loghain ruling Ferelden, and if Honora can speak at the Landsmeet, her voice would sway many nobles.
We may have no choice but to trust Honora. The queen is well loved. If Loghain succeeded in pinning her death on me, I'm not sure that's a risk we can afford to take.
Alright, why should we trust her? This could all be a setup, hint hint.
I fear if this is a trap, we are already caught in it. They can kill Honora.
I mean, it's
whether or
technically not a
we act.
setup. She is actually trapped, and she didn't plan it. She is completely using it to use us, however.
Yes.
So, in her defense...
She's slightly more shrewd than anyone really gave her credit for.
No, I like she's Loghain's daughter. I think she's definitely shrewd, and I feel like people gave her credit for her. I think she's not as evil as everyone gives her credit for. You know what I mean? Because everyone's like, oh, she's just terrible, she's horrible. I'm like, I mean, you know, in her situation, I get where she's coming from.
Right. Alright, so what do you propose we do?
I have some uniforms. I'll hire so many new girls every day. A few more will not cause much stir. I will show you to the servants' entrance. We must slip in and out with my queen before anyone is the wiser. I will go ahead to House Estate. Meet me there as soon as you can.
Nora is a boss babe.
I mean, you know what?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Now I wish I made her look like a boss babe, like one of those, like, can I speak to your... It look like Cora, I guess. That the... Oh boy, Cora.
Hey,
Going
Cora's
back to
looking
Andromeda.
Cora's looking a lot better with those mods. Let me tell you.
I'll say that, like, there's some people that like the design, and that's fine. I think, like, it's not so much the idea of the design, but the execution of the design that bothers me. Because the haircut doesn't look like punky. It looks like, can I speak to your manager? If they wanted, like, a punky side cut, sure, that's fine. But I just don't think they did it well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A lot of it too is, I mean, we could go on and on about that. I think changing the color helps a bit. Making her brunette really doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
And then with the face texture, the problem is her face is very blocky, like the mesh, the actual model, and there's nothing you can do about that. But there's certain textures that do kind of sort of smooth it out a bit, which without doing it too much, because some people go overboard with that. But
yeah,
there's some ways to mitigate a little bit. Also, Jesus, book I'm reading right now, and I already forgot it. It's the one that focuses on Cora and Alec Ryder.
Oh,
Initiation.
I don't know the name of it.
Initiation, which was written by Mac Walters and N.K. Jemisin. It does so much more credit to Cora's character, and it's just such a shame that they didn't get that more of that, the gist of her into the game.
Yeah.
All right, does Baby Alistair have anything to say pre-Lansmeet?
I haven't been here in a while.
I wish there was a mod to, like, make his voice squeaky. That'd be fun.
What do you need now?
Yeah, no, you're totally right about that. That would complete the picture.
Hi, I'm Alistair.
That's great.
I will be king someday.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. All right, so what we got to do now is rescue the queen.
You could be a cis straight woman and have a butch haircut. Let her live her sorry community life. No, it's not the butch haircut. It's the bad haircut. It's not that it's bad because it's a butch haircut. It's just literally a bad haircut.
It's not that. So here, this is the bad. First of all, she looks too old because she's supposed to be like 26. No, she may be a little bit older than that. Now she's around that age, mid to late 20s. The problem with her normal aesthetic is she looks like an older woman who tried to get that haircut to look cool.
Yeah.
That's where the problem comes. And she's still the I want to talk to your manager person. But now she has this haircut because she thinks it makes her look young.
Yeah. Even though she's young, like...
Yes, that's the thing. Like, that's the problem with it.
Yeah. Here's the thing. It's not the idea of it. It's the execution. Yeah. A straight woman could have a... Look at Cassandra. Cassandra looks fine. We all love Cassandra. And she has this stupid haircut, too. But it works somehow. Because she's got a rat tail. She literally has a rat tail. But they made it work.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't make this work. And it's an actual haircut that people have. Anyway.
Yeah, completely agree. Like, there's that one photograph that floated around where there is a particular, I guess she's a model, who bore a striking resemblance to Cora, and many people thought she was the face model. She totally was not, but if they had gone for that look, it would have been perfect. Also, Cora's head is just kind of big and blocky, like I said, and that model had just kind of like a smaller head, which I think maybe sort of worked with the haircut. If you look up Cora Mass Effect face model, it's not the actual face model, but you'll see the picture I'm thinking of.
Okay, let me look this bad boy up.
And if they had actually done something like that and made the character look like that, it would have worked totally fine.
I'm gonna hope just Googling Cora face model without putting Mass Effect in there is gonna get me what I want.
Maybe Cora Harper. I don't know.
You'd think. Oh, okay. Wow, yeah. She's okay. The picture I'm looking at looks like she's on a boat or something.
Yeah, she's outside. Yep.
Yeah, that does look a lot like her.
It really does, right? And people thought that was the model, and no, it's not. It's just a girl that happens to look like her.
Yeah, and like it's basically the same haircut, but it definitely works a lot better on this lady.
Yes. I feel like that type of cut is sort of going for a sleeker look, and Korra's head is just blocky, so it makes it worse. It just doesn't help.
Well, her head shape's really not that different from Korra's either. It's not like,
smaller,
you know.
though.
Well,
isn't it? I don't know. I haven't seen that picture in a long time. You might be right. You're looking at it.
it looks pretty similar, to be quite honest. I think the major difference is one, it's styled better.
Yes.
And then two, there's just something about Korra's face texture in general that's a little funky. So, and I think there's also something to be said about like this side-by-side picture of like this is a woman smiling nicely. She looks happy. Meanwhile, Korra's just kind of like, "Hi, I'm Korra." You know, like it's.
You're right. You're totally right.
So.
Yeah, there's something weird about Korra in that, like, the way her cheeks look it just makes her. I think they meant to give her like high cheekbones and things like that, which is what that model has, but instead it makes her look older.
Yeah, it's sort of like how Miranda doesn't really look like the actress a lot, in my opinion. But like I don't know, when you see them side by side, I'm like, how did they? Like it, I can tell it's supposed to be her, but something is definitely off, and I can't put my finger on it.
I agree. Although I might be willing to give them a little bit of not a pass, but like Yvonne Strahovski is really hard. I mean, she's a very good-looking woman, and the technology in 2010 I don't think is as good as we would have hoped.
Well, they absolutely butchered that poor journalist lady in 3, I think.
Oh, that's right, Jessica Chobot, right?
Yeah, because when you look at her, she's like, oh, that's an attractive young woman. And then you look at, I forgot the character's name in Mass Effect, and you're like, oh, Jesus. Oh, no, what have you done? Cause it's again not like, oh, all women have to be attractive. No, all women have to look like humans. That's
oh boy,
the reporter.
Damn, Gilder Thalin taking shots today.
I'm just like, look, I love Aveline. Aveline's one of my favorite characters. I love her big blocky chin that looks like it belongs to Robert Zadar. I love weird looking women. Don't get me wrong. It just there's a line of would you want to say uncanny valley?
Yes,
sometimes
totally.
It just looks something is wrong.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
Shoot, I've been up looking at Korra pictures, and we're doing Zevran's personal quest. Hello.
That's happening. True story.
Wait, okay.
What do I? Zevran is dead, is what I'll say.
Oh no.
Don't bother. I know very well he travels with you.
Here I am. Tell me, were you sent? Or did you volunteer for the job?
Oh, Zevran's performance has never been better.
I volunteered, of course. When I heard that the great Zevran had gone rogue...
This really is... How did...
Is that
it's Zevran! Well, I don't remember doing that, Jordan! I don't remember doing this!
Look, it's just happening, okay? We can't stop it.
Come back and we'll make up a story. Anyone can make a mistake.
Oh boy. Yeah, Zevran doesn't need the crows any longer.
Oh no.
I suspect I will manage just fine.
It's Zevran versus Zevran.
I'm sorry, my old friend. But the answer is no.
This is unplanned completely.
And you should have stayed in Antiva.
All right.
Is she I don't know if we have enough approval. Is she down with us? Or?
Yeah, she's with us.
Oh, thank God! I was so worried that we'd lose her. I think we have to complete the Zevran romance, right? Like that's what we're going for right now.
Yeah, we'll do our best. Let's see. What are we gonna do here?
Don't have time right now.
Oh boy, okay. We are getting
Wait,
hit.
Zevran was sleeping with Zevran? I mean, look, of all characters in the Dragon Age universe that would sleep with a weird female version of themselves, it would be Zevran.
I mean,
this is in
certainly.
character. Yeah. What a weird thing. What did I download? I don't remember this. It's like Face Off, but with Zevran instead of Nicholas Cage.
That's actually brilliant.
Have you you ever seen that movie?
Oh
Or just
yeah, that's freaking.
Oh god.
It's a great movie, man. Come on.
Oh. Just that stupid, like, they try to make it a thing in the movie where it's all cutesy and then also scary at the same time because he does it to his daughter or whatever, where like the hand over the face. He type of like, I'm a family man, put my hand over your face. It's just, I don't know.
These crows are no joke as well. This is not an easy fight, and I'm really glad we upgraded everyone.
Yeah, or how you doing? You
Everybody's alive. Oh well, spoke too soon. Zevran's about to die.
Ooh, well.
And Shale just died. Motherfuck. We were doing fine until like
we
2
got
seconds
armpits.
ago.
Armpits is a choice.
Yes, it is a choice.
Like I understand we want to keep with the integrity, but I think at this point we gotta.
Yeah, no, for sure. Fuck integrity.
Look what we're doing. There is no integrity here.
No, wait. Morgan.
Whoa.
Morgan and Claude are gonna win one for integrity.
Hey, it's a first.
Oh! Ow! Off with his head too.
Whoa.
Oh fuck!
Rip
Those
Zevran.
archers are still alive.
Say no more.
Okay, we're still gonna try and do this for integrity. Whirlwind. All right. That guy made such a bad tactical decision right there. Okay. Just gonna get a little bit stabbier. Woo!
So, Tamar's husband divorced her and took everything. Versace was alone after dumping people, and Claude ends up in a loving romance with Zevran. He succeeded at love. Oh, hold this! Don't. We still got some time left. The night is young, as they say.
Oh yeah.
Remember, we were pretty solidly like, oh yeah, Versace sleeping with everyone. We could totally do that. And then we somehow failed on all accounts.
And there it is.
But
Tyson is dead, and I am free.
which, looking back on that, because I was trying to do those best ofs to be put out eventually. And I think what we did is that we were kind of talked over and like didn't do some flirt options that didn't open up the romance at all.
Right.
And so it was kind of like that was us not paying attention, which was probably half the problems in all of these runs. It's almost like this is just us talking to each other for 2 hours, and also we're playing a game.
Basically, that's what it is at this point.
Yeah, we just gotta accept the fact.
Do you think one day we'll pick a game where we it's a joint stream, but we're just super into the strategy of it?
Maybe.
I'm having trouble. The long pause of like, no, that's never gonna happen.
Well, I feel like the closest we could have done with that was the Divinity stream, but the problem is, one, like we were doing it with 4 people, and like the logistics of that would be a nightmare. But I think there's also like I don't know if people want to watch us like seriously game for 2 hours. You know what I mean?
I struggle with that though, because I feel like you're seriously gaming when you do your Canon Dragon Age runs, and I find that interesting to actually listen to you talk about like playing the game.
I always fear I'm too boring though. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I mean, I have the same thing in my head whenever I do solo streams. I'm like, if I don't, it's so funny, right? I don't stream, like personally, when I do a solo stream, at all like the streams that I like to watch. Which is very weird to me, because the streamers that I like to watch are like Sorcerer Dave and people who are just like very, very into the lore and like just describing like the minutia of like their stats and stuff. I love that shit. But for some reason, I feel like I couldn't get away with it.
People are saying they want to watch it, so I mean, yeah, we could do. I just like if we're doing it together. I don't know what 2-player game. Well, I mean, maybe let's say Baldur's Gate, but like I'm still iffy if I want to play right out the gate Baldur's Gate or just wait till it's done. But for a stream, maybe. Yeah,
it's got to be something turn-based, right? Like Divinity is a good option because there's time to actually pause and say, okay, what are we gonna do?
Can you tell us who said you're boring? Well, Shanka, I did. It's me. Surprise!
Shank yourself.
I'll be waiting for you.
Great. All right, let's talk to Zevran because I don't know what's happening, but the frame rate just went down to like 12 FPS.
Oh boy, don't crash.
I do not know. It seems I have options now, whereas once I had none.
Oh, this is so disastrous. She's talking like a robot, and now it's going down to like 10 FPS.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Thing to do. No?
Also, I forgot about her eyes. Good lord.
I have never known.
Oh yeah, the
But
Dragon
I
Age
suppose
symbols.
The decision is yours. Will you let me go?
Persuade. Don't you want to stay for the treasure?
All right. You make a convincing argument. You just seem to stumble on
God, that Dragon Age logo, you're totally right.
Somehow.
Someone made that. Was
Let
like,
us
yeah.
return to the
I'm gonna use
task
it.
at
Well,
hand.
maybe not. Maybe they're just like, I don't know.
There's so
I
much to
got
be
like
done.
100 eye textures I want to put out. Might as well throw it on there.
You're totally right. God. Hey, remember when Mass Effect 2 had a Dragon Age armor as DLC? And
Oh yeah.
and they decided to make it in lore by saying that it was like some kind of futuristic thrash ball or something like that.
No, I don't remember that part.
Yeah, the description is that like there's this sport that's like future football is what it sounds like. And so the rationale for this armor is like it was based on it's like a super high contact, like really physical sport. And so this armor, which is a combat hardsuit, was based on some of the designs for this one team's uniform or something like that.
They couldn't just say like, oh, what a weird lore piece of making it a sport.
The
rather than
Edmonton
just saying-
Dragons. There we go. Alex in the chat.
Oh, okay, that's cute now. Okay, maybe that's cute. Yeah, adding that made it a lot cuter than me. I'm like, why don't you just make it like some cosplayer got really into it? How's the FPS? We're doing all right?
Yeah, it's just something about that conversation. But now that we're done with that, we're back to
Oh.
normal.
Did she give you an earring or anything, or offer one up?
I don't know.
Okay. We're not quite in the. Yeah, I don't know if we can. We might run out of approval stuff before we can.
The servants entrance
I
is
don't
on the
know.
other
Get
side
the
of
romance.
house.
We're still not in the clear with the romance.
We will have to be very careful.
And then the Kingdoms of Amalur had a Mass Effect DLC armor. Yeah, you're not wrong. Also,
they
Dead
did?
Space. I'm pretty sure it was either Dead Space.
Dead Space was in Dragon Age 2. They had Dead Space armor.
Yes, that's right. And I want to
Where's
say
the-
in Dead Space they had that same Dragon Age armor that was in Mass Effect.
Did they really?
I want to say that it was in Dead Space 2, maybe, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's do Dead Space Dragon Age, and we'll either get we'll get one of them.
Or maybe Mass Effect had the Dead Space armor? I can't remember.
So yeah, Sir Isaac armor from Dragon Age. There's a Dragon Age prize in every copy of Dead Space 2 from Kotaku. That's just the armor. Okay. No, I don't think.
I beg you, do not.
What was the
withhold
lore
your
reason
revenge
for the-
your revenge. We must get her out first.
The chilling tales of Sir Isaac of Clark are a favorite of bards performing in the wee hours of the night. In dank caverns throughout Thetis, these horror-filled stories captivate listeners, bringing nightmares to those faint of heart. That's cute.
Yeah. Bosuck says, imagine if KOTOR came later and we'd have Jedi robes for mages and Mass Effect armor for Karth. You know, what I really would love at this point is just like, you know, EA has all the Star Wars stuff. It's like, I mean, and they've just recently released with Fallen Order a Star Wars game. Like, really, we couldn't get like a Revan mask or something? Just as like a goof? That would have been great.
Nope, no fun here. Only business.
You should leave your walking statue thing behind. It will never escape notice.
Certainly no
Hey,
way for
don't
me to blend in with all the other statues.
social distancing. Don't cough into my ears.
Oh, that's right.
So that's been I haven't really gone anywhere, so it's not like that big a deal. But I still like walk the dog because like you know our poor dog still has to potty.
That's right.
And you know there's people outside also walking their dogs, and at the moment, My baby is quite an asshole and gives me quite acid reflux, which gives me a bit of a sore throat and a light cough sometimes. So I feel like going outside in the morning after I wake up, and then I have to cough or something, and I just feel like, oh god, they probably think I'm sick. Which at least they'll stay away from me then. So I mean, maybe it's a blessing in disguise, but I don't know. It's definitely weird times. Oh, it's been absolutely just pouring down all day where I am, and probably about like an hour before we started streaming, Michael and I were talking in front of the window, and suddenly it starts hailing actually pretty badly. It's like quarter to penny size hail.
Oh wow!
And in the like it just starts, and then Michael turns to me and goes, the car. And I go, the car! So thankfully we have a garage, but we didn't park the car in the garage. So I'm grabbing an umbrella to run out in the hail. Michael's grabbing the car. We're like scrambling, like running outside, just in our jammies. Everything's wet. We're trying to protect the car because we don't want to break our poor windshield. I think poor Michael has a welt on his hand from the hail.
Oh
like,
boy.
It was
serious.
Quite dramatic. Oh, you gotta save the car! We can't afford another windshield. It's already cracked.
Oh,
well, not
boy.
badly, but for 5 years now, there's been like a dime-sized little crack on our windshield,
and it'll expand. Yeah,
but it hasn't though. It's been 5 years, so we're like, you know what? We're gonna change it. So,
all right, nice.
Yeah, we don't want to get any bigger. So hopefully, it wasn't damaged to it. It didn't look damaged, so hopefully nothing grows out of it. But oh god, it lasted for like probably a good 10 minutes after we put the car up too. So
oh shit, and it crashed. Okay. Second crash of the afternoon. I did have a good save recently though, so
that's good. Well, at least we both had good crashes each time. Because if we didn't, then that would just be kind of depressing. Because Lord knows this game crashes, especially now that we're in Denerim, we'll probably get more crashes.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Hello, Sarah. Welcome back. And Crash, Classic Coda. Yeah, that's us.
Yeah. Hey, Fussel. Hey, some of you got people in the chat here going.
Look at all these people. The gang's all here. Oh, speaking of the gang, they're not here right now, but huge congratulations to a fellow YouTuber, Saria and Jack, for getting married. Congrats to them.
Big congrats. Fantastic.
Big congrats. And then our very own Elle, who actually made the face of Zevran, is now engaged to her girlfriend, whose real name I do not actually know. But she goes by Liliana Fucker on Twitter. So, congrats to the both of them.
These fucking kids, they're just fantastic. It's good news all around. I'm very happy to see all of that.
Love.
I mean, it's great. You know, I was very happy to see that on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yes, and wherever he goes, a great many guards go with him. I beg you, do not.
All right, so the save wasn't super recent, but let me just spam through this conversation and.
You should leave your.
Yeah.
I will be.
I swear Jordan announces that he'll marry soon as well. I feel left out. Well, you can marry each other, then we don't feel left out. Even though Jordan has a girlfriend.
Let me just ask my girlfriend if I can get married.
Indeed.
Let's see here.
Of course.
Yes.
No, the carpenter's craft hall has had enough of having busy schedule. We will not be put off again.
I'm sure she won't mind if he marries a European.
No, of course not.
Yeah. Could you make it like it's a scheme of some sort? What is the because Jack he moved to America and he got his getting his green card because he married an American lady. But how much could you make that a scam? Like, would you get in trouble for doing that? Like if you like sell your marriage status and then just like really quickly get divorced after they get the green card? Is that illegal?
I'm sure there's got to be laws about, right? Like if the government's paying attention, which you never know if they are really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully someone made some kind of restriction there around that.
You would think. So be it. I also feel like that's the entire plot of 90 Day Fiancé, because you're looking at these like just very lovely ladies and just these disgusting men, and you're like, yeah, that's. Look, no one's fooling themselves here.
Wait, what? Is that what that show's about?
Well, it's not what it's about. It is about, you know, people coming over and trying to, you know, get married to their online significant other or whatever. At the same time, though, you have to like look at some of these couples and go, oh no, that's not real. That's this. You are being you. Like every once in a while, they'll show one that's like, okay, that seems legitimate, but like most of the time, it's not.
Oh, I see. So you're noticing a real discrepancy.
Yeah, and it's not so much like there was this one where this woman, she was also a little bit unhinged, I'll say. She definitely had a lot of emotional issues, to put it lightly. And she was like engaged to this looked like a model. I want to say Puerto Rican man. I can't remember his ethnicity. But not non. He didn't have a citizenship in America is the point. And but she was like, I don't know, 20 years his senior. She like was overweight. They fought all the time. They obviously like she just was bragging about, oh yeah, he loves me for how I look. I'm like, well, sweetie, like I don't want to like be mean about it, but like you're telling me that this guy that goes off partying and then doesn't like tell you where he's going is being faithful to you and is not using you for your employment and like a citizenship status. Look me in the eye and tell me that is not what's happening, because it is so obvious to me.
God, there's some drama going on 90 Day Fiancé.
Oh yeah, well that's the way people watch it.
Geez. First of all, Fussell was saying that how quickly do you get a green card? German citizenship, even if you're married a German, you can only apply after a few years of actually being married and living in Germany. Can I just say, is it? No, it's too close. I wanted to just make a genuine observation, but then people get mad because politics. But it's like, why is it that all the other countries get to have real immigration policies? Like, it's hard to like get citizenship in other places, but in America, it's got to be a cakewalk. It's very interesting to me.
Yeah, I think oh god, what is it's Jack. I was talking to Jack about it. I can't remember what he said. Jack would definitely be the person to ask on this because he's like actually going through it. But he was saying that he I think has to wait 6 months to get it after they're married.
That's not that long.
Yeah, and like he's already here excuse me, legally. He just has to wait 6 months for either the citizenship or the green card. I can't remember which one, but like either way, under a year, he has what he needs.
Fussell says because our citizenship is worth something.
Ouch!
Oh man.
I mean, we're not all bad here.
No, and look, I'm sure all of those policies are way more complicated than I have time to understand. Yeah. So, but you know, just as a casual observation, you just always tend to hear that where like other countries, if they have a lengthy process for that, it's just considered like, oh, that's interesting, or oh, it's bureaucracy. But in America, it's like some deep evil.
Yeah, I don't get that because like I remember there was a bill that people were saying was like, you know, anti-immigration, whatever, and like it changed like the citizenship thing to be like just in other countries. I think it was like similar to Japan or something. Mm-hmm. I'm like, well, I mean,
it probably could be easier, right? Like it probably could be easier the process here, but if it is, it's not just like generic bureaucracy. It's, you know, people ascribe much more malicious motive to it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's break into the estate here. God, I forgot how Morrigan walks. It's so terrifying. She's rigged to walk like a puppet.
But you must move quickly.
Yeah, she really is.
Okay. Why bother? There's only 2 of them.
More guards patrol every hour. If they find these 2 missing, they will know. How you say? Something is amiss.
I like how she says how you say. Like, that's a very, I don't know, real world idiom. And then when she says something is amiss, it felt like her accent totally dropped on a miss, which is even weirder.
It's almost like the person playing this is putting on a bad accent.
Yeah, you know, that might be an accurate suspicion. Let's see here. Wait, so is it possible to go in without the disguises? Yeah, right?
Oh yeah, you had to fight literally everybody. Oh no, are you gonna do it?
Nah, we'll put the disguises on.
Okay.
Hurry! My lady does not have much time.
I mean, if you don't want a challenge, I guess.
I mean, because what's going to end up happening? I'm just going to have to end up armpitting my way through the whole
Are
thing.
you all prepared? I will go distract the guards.
I mean, that's fair, yeah.
Yeah, what good are the uniforms if they won't get us inside?
These 2 know who is allowed to come and go. They will not be fooled. But the uniform should work on most of those inside.
Alright, let's go.
I will lure them into the courtyard. Wait in the bushes.
Oh, Jesus Christ, what on earth?
What?
Morrigan?
Oh.
What?
Yeah, Morgan's normal, and then...
No, Morrigan is not normal. Morrigan's... It looks like her neck got a lot longer. I don't know if that's just the armor, but her face looks even more terrifying.
Oh, boy.
She looks like a snake wearing armor. That is awful. Oh, I thought she said she was going to distract. Never mind. Okay.
Oh yeah, she said to wait in the bushes. You didn't wait in the bushes.
Heave-ho, let's go.
I think you just ruined the whole disguise thing. Actually, I don't know if.
Oh really? Because it doesn't recognize the fact that they're outside and everybody else is inside.
They might. I can't remember.
Oh boy, I have a save. If it really does trigger out the whole thing, I'll just.
We'll figure it out. It's an adventure. Is this dependent on your speech and is this quest dependent on your speech and cunning? I don't. We have some. I mean, we're not barren in the speech thing, but yeah, there might be some that we're gonna have to work on.
Also, Fussel called me a turnip, and I'm partially offended, but I'm also partially kind of honored because that's such a classy insult. Never been called a turnip before.
I'm so happy for you.
Alright, so we're still in...
We must hurry. There will be little time before the patrol finds what you have done. You must be careful now. The servants, they will not look closely.
That's true. Calling you a turnip is very Orlesian of him.
But you should not draw attention to yourself. Most of the guards are new.
Fussel conferred for French.
You keep your distance from all of them and try to be
Where's Zenora?
Of the main hall. Andras, they guide us.
Okay, that's I mean, so far so good, but she did say it was only a matter of time before they realized what I had done.
I shall do it.
So we just gotta go fast.
No problem. Claude does everything fast.
Everything. Oh God.
How come?
I'll have you know I pronounce turnip with a thick French accent in my head. Says Fussel.
Is here, my lady.
So it's confirmed.
I would greet you properly.
You should do a French accent. For funsies.
You know, French is a very interesting accent. There's a lot of ways you can do it. I think everybody does a really over-the-top one, but I think there's a more subtle one that maybe more the way to go.
Well, you gotta do it, man.
So it's got to be for a special occasion, Caitie. When's the next Dragon Age Day?
When's the next Dragon Age Day? Oh, well, I mean, it's in December. We got a while.
We gotta save some of this stuff, you know? I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, like December is gonna be a real rough time depending on what happens, you know, with the election and everything. I'm like, could be a great time to break out presidential impersonation depending on who it is.
Yeah. Do we know who the nomination for Democrats? We don't, right?
It's between Bernie and Sanders. I'm sorry, Bernie and Sanders. Ah, there you go. Bernie's gonna get it, folks. It's between Biden and Sanders.
Yeah, we were supposed to have elections, and then the virus hit, and it just hasn't been rescheduled. So I'm not quite sure when that's going to be a thing. Elections, primary, whatever, you know what I mean.
It's an election. Yeah, it's an election of sorts.
Yeah.
Okay.
How to do a Bush impression? God, haven't heard one of those in
Frank
a
Caliendo.
decade.
I think Frank Caliendo had the best Bush impersonation ever.
I do not know who that is.
Frank Caliendo is a remarkable impressionist. Like he does a Madden, which is legendary. He does a Charles Barkley, which is legendary. Jim Rome is fantastic. But his George Bush one and his Bill Clinton, just a fucking phenomenal Bill Clinton. So yeah, look up Frank Caliendo. And he does them great. He has like a real Robin Williams style, like rapid fire, like where he's having conversations with all the different characters, basically. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, hurry up. We need to get out of here.
Yes, about that. My host was not content with leaving me under heavy guard. He sealed the door by magic.
People are saying, is that Claude under boob? I think, does that qualify? Is that a boob window? That's the question here.
Oh, it's not a boob window because there's like it's not a boob window. That's not a boob window.
No,
it is under boob, but it's not a boob.
It's like a boob sliding door.
But it's not like a shirt. Like we talked about. Oh man, this. I don't think it's a boob. Okay.
No. All right, so we can go with no. It's officially not a boob window.
Yeah, because it's like two pieces of cloth. You know, if it was like one together, like maybe there's a strap in the back, it'd be a very awkward
Is
one.
it a
but
boob
like,
hammock? Is
yeah, like it's more like a boob sandwich because it's like cloth boob cloth.
A boob sandwich.
Boob curtain is actually quite good too. That's a good one.
Oh, holy shit. A boob sandwich. Good lord. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. How do we open it?
Find the mage who cast the spell. He'll most likely be at Hal's side.
Okay, well, so much for secrecy.
Well, if he didn't know you were here, he soon will.
Boob sandwich wins. Worse than Milkwall. Nothing is worse than Milkwall. Nothing is worse than Milkwall. That will forever be the worst thing ever.
Oh boy.
Who's responsible for that again? Where's the origin of Milkwall?
I want to say it was Elle or one of her friends, one of their cursed gang. Is there like a hashtag Elle's cursed gang? Is that a thing?
There is now.
There is now. I don't even know if any of them are here, but if someone wants to pass that on, give them my love. Yeah, I don't know who was the first. I just know like kind of the grouping of people that popularized it.
Yeah. Essam says Elle spawned Milkwall, so I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I wanted to see how anyway.
Thank
Continuing.
you, Warden. My prayers go with you.
Count Hao will probably be in his rooms. They're at the end of the hall, on the left.
End of hall on the left. What the hell was she talking about?
Who is it with?
Oh, all the way at the end of the hall. Gotcha.
Oh, yeah. It's like all the way down. All the way down.
And here we go.
What? Who goes there?
I thank you for creating such distraction, stranger. I have been waiting days for the opportunity.
Whoa, it's the fucking trailer guy.
Oh, yeah!
Is that you?
Who? Wait,
It's Trailer
I
Man.
do know you. You were at my joining. He's one of us.
He looks much less intimidating when
warden
he,
from Orlais.
like this for some
Jada,
reason.
I think. Or was it Samar? I'm afraid I don't remember your name.
I'm Riordan, senior warden of Jada, but born and bred in Highever, and glad to be home.
God, that's a really good model for a trailer guy. I didn't even realize that that was available for the.
Yeah, they got some good ones.
That's a pretty good one. I've made my own sort of approximations of it that I've been happy with, but this is really spot on. Where's the question of, hey, weren't you in the trailer for this game? Why weren't you killed at Ostagar?
Because I wasn't there. I was sent from Orlais.
Does the trailer guy have an actual name? No, he was just kind of the warden. Because he isn't an actual character. He was literally just BioWare hired someone to do pre-renders of their game. Which, if looking at it, you're like, oh man, that doesn't really.
It was
fit
Blur
much.
Studios, right?
Huh?
It was Blur Studios who did that trailer.
I actually don't remember the name of it.
I want to say it was Blur, which they do the best pre-render trailers. They did all the the Old Republic ones before SWTOR came out. And it's like, oh my god, holy crap! I don't think we've ever gotten action sequences this good in any Star Wars movie.
I mean, they're definitely good, like the Dragon Age ones. It is definitely just like, oh, this isn't in the game. That's not in the game. Oh wow, they all look very different than how they do in the game. Which, like, that's also that era of stuff.
Going to the dungeons.
And there was also we've talked about this before in the marketing episode, like the metal music and all that.
Oh yeah. I wonder what because so far in most of the Dragon Age stuff, they've had like some sort of metal pop song thing going on. So I wonder what pop song is Dragon Age 4 going to use?
Maybe a little bit of like Lil Yachty. The mumble rap is very popular these days with the kids.
Oh boy.
Migos, a little bit.
I can't even get a good like cultural reference from mumble rap other than I know it exists. I guess.
It's that might be what the kids are into. That's what EA is going to be thinking about. It really did feel like right after BioWare had gotten acquired that they had, they fucking made Baldur's Gate and Neverwinter Nights, and they were just making another one of those. And somebody at EA was just like, what we really got to do is just kind of spice it up, a little bit.
Woo!
Oh boy. Anyway, let's talk to Riordan. How did Arl Howe capture you?
With an offer of hospitality and a poisoned chalice. I was fool enough to think Loghain didn't yet know who I was.
Oh, Jordan votes for Carly Rae Jepsen. If they used Queen Carly in the
boy.
trailer, I would buy 2 copies just to support.
Just to support?
I just want EA to know that tactic works. You put more Carly Rae Jepsen in it, I'll buy more of it, goddammit.
I mean, oh boy. I mean, she's like, I would listen to her. She's fine. She's fun, but I don't know if I'd buy 2 copies.
Oh, Jesus. Someone, mental note, or if anybody knows, I gotta find that. Oh, Jesus, I should find that.
Uh-oh. What?
Is there a way to swap out the songs that you can play on the Tempest? Now, I know distributing that might be a problem because then I'm distributing files.
Yeah.
But if I could do it for my own playthrough, I'm totally fucking doing it.
I don't know. Now, I will say, that being said, we do, well, I mean, Liliana's gone, but we do have a sped up version of This Is War that I downloaded off the Nexus, so I feel like someone could technically do it.
Probably true.
Or they could do like Fallout songs that are kind of, what's the word I'm looking for, in the public domain. So.
Oh, I don't think any of those songs are in the public domain.
Well, I mean, like, I guess what I meant was the Fallout 4 approach, because I thought maybe they remastered them or something, but like, there's definitely like public domain like songs you could put in there that are like, from the 40s or something.
Mm-hmm. I know some of those, like, I mean, that's part of the thing, right? Like, some people will say, like, oh, Fallout should have this song or that song. It's like, some of those you still have to pay an arm and a leg for.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. Why don't you come with me?
I wouldn't be much use to you.
How about Panic at the Disco? No. Here's the thing. I actually like Panic at the Disco, even the current stuff, which is really just Brendan Urie. But Brendan Urie's music has changed, though. It wouldn't fit Dragon Age anymore. It never did. It's too like right now he's doing I don't want to say big band because it's not quite that, but he's definitely doing more like. He's aged, and so is his music, I guess is what I'm trying to get at,
Mm-hmm.
So, of Monsters and Men, have they even been doing stuff? I have not even seen an album of theirs in like 5 years.
I don't know. I mean, I like their music, but I don't know.
Lady Gaga. Yeah, Lady Gaga's supposed to have an album come out, but she's suspending it for now for the virus stuff.
Yeah. Dude, Dylan had a new song.
What?
Fucking Bob Dylan came out with a new song.
Oh, yeah, that was weird.
Which was... I dug it. I listened to it. I thought it was good.
To be honest, I saw that Bob Dylan came out with a new song, and I sat there like, I honestly thought he was dead.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I kind of can't blame you. He hasn't, he still performs and stuff, but he's, not really been producing new music in a while, so... And even this one, I believe, was probably recorded a little while ago. Because a lot of people commented that, like, oh, he sounds better than he has in years. And it's like, I think they recorded this a couple years ago.
That makes sense.
Because he's getting up there in age. But it was, I really, really liked it. I thought that it really, he has said for a long time that he feels like he just, he can't write like the way he used to. But it felt like a real, not 100% a throwback, but it felt like a Bob Dylan written song from a while back, It was nice.
Now, what would be the worst? I mean, there's probably lots of worst, but like maybe someone who's like in the popular eye right now, who would do a terrible job.
Oh, like as a song for Dragon Age marketing?
Yeah.
I mean, how feasible do you want to get? Because if we want to go completely unfeasible, we just go right to Bieber.
Well, is he still making music right now? I thought he was busy off doing something weird with his new wife.
Wow, that was a weird way to phrase that.
I guess you're right, but I didn't mean like they're having sex. I meant like they were doing something strange, like literally.
Yeah, like they're off skiing, or not. Skiing's not strange. I don't know why I said that. Look, I'm from Texas. Being around snow and doing anything other than sheltering in place is weird to me. All right.
What's he doing? I know, apparently he just dropped a work from home EP. All right, cool. Way to go. Now, what was I thinking of? What was it?
We got some good suggestions. Ariana Grande, again, nothing against Ari, but that would be weird.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Childish Gambino, love the music, but deaf, terrible for DA. Same. I think that Childish Gambino has, he's overrated, but he's okay. But again, I honestly think there would be a way to work some of that into more of a Mass Effect aesthetic, but
yeah.
Avril Lavigne, how dare you?
Is Avril Lavigne still making music? I don't know. A lot of people are probably still making. Oh, Katy Perry. Oh, Katy Perry. Katy Perry, I always thought was a bit of a try-hard.
Wait, what? Katy Perry, is she still making music, or is her hair still short? Can she not? Wait, how do those two things go together? She can't make music unless her hair grows longer?
To be fair, the last album she did where her hair was very short was a terrible album.
So she was like Samson in the Bible. She lost all her powers.
I would argue it was never good to begin with, but Nickelback will be funny. Here, we gotta keep playing this. We
Oh
gotta,
shit! All
we gotta
right,
keep
sorry,
going.
Claude.
Anybody tries to come in here without Hal's say so, we get to do what we like with him.
Celine Dion, Adele. No, like who's? Here's the thing. I'm trying to like these are. Let me say these are all very bad, but I'm trying to think of like what's the worst. What is just so out of character for Dragon Age?
So out of character for a Dragon Age.
Seether. Well, here's the thing.
Okay, so
they actually did do a song.
Well,
for
that's
Dragon
exactly right. Here's the thing, though. What's in character? Just like the official soundtrack music, right?
Yeah, I get. Well, I'm trying to think of like what's friend like Dragon Age is about. You know, getting to the emotional core of characters.
It's about fucking
and then
elves
also
too, though.
exploring a wonderful fantasy world. So, who is just purely about it will probably be a rapper and a modern pop star because that's what I feel like their music is about. But it's really just about like money. You know what I mean? Like it's something heavily manufactured in like a God. What's the word I'm looking? Materialistic. There we go. What's who has a lot of materialistic
you're thinking about
songs?
old Kanye, honestly.
I guess, yeah.
Like early 2000s Kanye, but he kind of doesn't do that anymore. Now he's rapping about Jesus now, so.
Yeah, which is also very strange.
So I don't know which direction we really go.
Yeah,
I think it's kind of interesting. The absolute worst. I don't even know. I think we've come up with some good candidates.
Ariana Grande, I think, was a good one, but she wouldn't be my top. Who would be my top? Okay. Maybe I'll get flack for this. I'm gonna put out like as a tentative maybe. Also, why is Jowen just naked?
Nobody knows.
Okay, he just took off his clothes. He just got really.
He was hot.
Okay. So my tentative what if I'm gonna put out Lizzo. Not that I don't like her music, but because she has like these fun poppy songs that are just like dancey, and I feel like that doesn't fit.
Okay. I don't disagree.
So, yeah. I don't know. That's one thing. What's one thought I'm having? Surprise nudity, classic. Yeah. Billy Ray Cyrus. See, I feel like if we got Billy Ray Cyrus, he would just be so glad for the money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what do you think the Lil Nas like royalty? Because he did the remix of the Old Town Road. I don't know if that's really doing well for him, but I imagine.
I mean, I think it's doing well, but I don't know how much he how much he got in, but they've had so many people doing there's like 600 versions of Old Town Road. You got like I don't know any of the K-pop bands, but there's a K-pop band. Dolly Parton did one.
Yeah,
I think Bieber did one. Actually, speaking of that, what if we just do K-pop? So like it's in Korean. It's a K-pop song for Dragon Age.
I mean, if you're doing it for the regional, why not? Why not?
I guess.
Why shouldn't
Dragon Age just now has like I know this isn't K-pop, but Dragon Age just now has like an anime opening. It's just like some.
Oh, surely someone's already made one of those, right?
Well, okay. Now I have to because I'm sure it exists. Maybe just Dragon Age anime opening. That I'm sure someone has done that.
I'm sure they have.
Let's Google it. Dragon Age anime opening. Oh yeah. There's a couple of these. Let's just click the top one. They do not have a lot of views, to be quite honest. The first one only has 800 views. I was like, oh, where's the music? And I forgot I unmuted YouTube. And then I started talking, so now I can hear myself because I'm on YouTube. Yeah, it's did they say what anime this is from or no? Yeah, the anime is Extra Last Encore, I've never heard of that. Have you?
No.
I have not either. Well, that's the thing. Dawn of the Seeker basically one giant anime? Yeah, pretty much. Dawn of the Seeker was not actually made by a Japanese studio. I mean, they had help, but it was actually made by an American studio that does... Oh, God, what's it called? Funimation. It was made by Funimation. Which is, I believe, is an American studio, unless someone wants to correct me.
Very well.
Wow, this one mage could not be killed by armpits.
Oh! It happens sometimes. BC Boys with Yoko Ono. Okay, that's a pretty good one.
Ooh, now we're getting heavy.
Ooh. That one is very bad. Cause God, I have no thoughts on Yoko Ono because I don't know anything about the Beatles, but I do really not like the Beastie Boys.
Very well.
Wait, wasn't Funimation behind those old bad anime dubs, or was that 4K? There's a couple of those, like Dick, whatever it was. Saban, I think.
Yeah,
Saban.
Yeah.
There's a couple. Have you heard of what was it, Saban?
I think so. I say Saban.
See, I've only ever seen it written. I've never seen it pronounced. But have you heard of Saban Moon?
Nope.
So back in the day, when Japan was like really into the Sailor Moon had just come out and was really big in Japan, they wanted to port it into America. But based on the Power Rangers, they decided, what if we just take the Sailor Moon IP instead of dubbing it? So there is a apparently no one actually has the actual trailer, but someone was there when it was shown and has recorded the trailer, and that's the only thing that survived of Saban's attempt to Americanize Sailor Moon. Now think of animation style in the Captain Planet style, if you will, and it would alternate between live action and animation, where it would be high school girls in live action, and like it was this really weird like forced multicultural that like was prevalent in the 90s. And then also one of the girls was in a wheelchair and she fought in a wheelchair, which was like, okay, I guess.
Oh
like
boy.
It felt like, just from the trailer, having watched it, it felt very what's the word I'm looking for?
Bad?
Well, it was definitely awful. But no, like peddling, I guess, is what I'm
pandering.
Pandering, thank you. It was definitely pandering. And like there were sing-songs, and it was like a sing-along thing, and it was honestly awful. And
awful.
Yeah, the people have like, apparently a script has survived, and it looks awful. And it got panned. No one bought it, and they ended up just dubbing Sailor Moon. But fun facts, if you are a Sailor Moon fan from America and remember in the 90s that there was something called a moon motorcycle. I actually forgot the exact name, but the Sailor Moon had a line of toys. And the American version had like a motorcycle that looked like a crescent moon. That is actually a toy design from the Saban Moon series that got panned, but they still had the toy design. So he said, screw it, we're going to sell it anyway.
Crazy.
That's your Sailor Moon history for the day. You're welcome. But you Google it, Saban Moon, Saban Moon, and you can find it. And it's like the music behind it's awful too, because like Sailor Moon, it's just really bad. That's the closest you'll get to me singing on these streams, by the way.
We'll take it. Sailor Moon update.
That's the Sailor Moon corner. Anyway.
Okay, we're almost, I think, what do we got? 10 minutes here? I think we can at least get to Hal real quick here.
Yeah, let's defeat some Hal.
Well, Bryce Cousland's little boy, all grown.
The Butterfly song from I'm sorry, do you mean Butterfly from the wonderful band Smile DK? Everyone should go watch the Smile DK song Butterflies, like the music video for it, because it is so amazing.
Your brother's corpse
Oh
rots
man,
in Ostergard.
if we wouldn't get a strike, I would make you watch it, Jordan, because it is so
Along with his
it is so good.
whore of a wife. And what's left? A fool husk of a son, likely to end his days under a rock in the deep roads. Even the wardens are gone. You're the last of nothing. This is pointless.
When are you going to make a planning Sailor Moon Orphans? We did record a Sailor Moon podcast, which I don't think I gave you my audio now that I'm just remembering about this.
Yeah, I think so. But it'll be coming one day, folks. Just know it's coming.
Yeah, it's one of the backup baby ones. So, all right, let's do this.
Persuade. You lie how? To yourself, most of all. I am a Grey Warden.
There it is, right there. That damned look in the eye that marked every Kuslan success that held me back. It would appear that you have made something of yourself after all. Your father would be proud.
His fucking eyes are terrifying.
Once you're dead, more than
Is Tim Curry still alive? I actually think he is. He's not doing well, I think, actually. Let's Google it. I think he had a stroke, unfortunately.
Oh no.
But I think he's still doing voice work. Yeah, he's still alive. Let's see what he's up to right now. If they have that even on Wikipedia. Well, his last credit was in 2015, so I guess he's not doing anything. Oh no, he has continued to work as a voice actor, but it doesn't say what he's voice acted in. Yeah, he had a major stroke in 2018. Now he's wheelchair bound. Poor guy. His voice acting include Fox's Peter Pan and the Pirates, Nickelodeon's The Wild Oh, that's just a large. What is he doing now? It does not say. Cool. Really hope he's doing well, because like I don't know, he seems like he's been in a lot of silly things, but he's just so iconic that like I've never seen Rocky Horror Picture Show, but I only know that because of him, probably, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at his IMDb. Maybe that's more complete than whatever it is. Oh, he was in Over the Garden Wall. He was in the Clone Wars. Wait, he voiced Palpatine.
Oh hell yeah! That's a great job.
He was in Young Justice. Okay, he's done stuff. He was in Ben 10. A couple other stuff I haven't heard of. His last credit was in 2017, though, so maybe right now he's just chilling out, retiring. Bless the man.
This fight is slightly hectic, but I think we got it. I think we have it even on the honorable route. Alistair, take a goddamn potion, you child. Drink your juice. God damn it.
Oh, apparently he got replaced by Palpatine, but he started off as Palpatine, maybe? But he didn't make a great Palpatine. Well, I don't know. At one point, he was in it as Palpatine.
Yeah.
What needs killing?
Oh, shit. Dude, fucking Hal is just like a goddamn truck, man. This dude's beast mode and everybody.
So be it.
Boom, and there we go.
Nice.
No, I mean, we're dead.
Oh, double nice.
Okay, we're just gonna reload an armpit, everybody.
Armpits. Armpits. That was to the Sailor Moon Saban theme that no one knows but me. So, thank you, everybody.
Well, well.
Bryce Koosland's
It's okay.
little boy,
You
all
can do it.
grown up and still trying to fit into Daddy's armor. I thought Loghain made it clear that your pathetic even the wardens have gone.
This is supposed to be a big emotional moment because, like, our parents died and from this guy, and it's all his fault, and we're just kind of talking about, armpits and Saban Moon and Tim Curry and really, literally anything else.
I mean, look at him. Look at his eyes. How are you supposed to take this seriously? Boom. All right, well, look. How's dead now?
Rip. Just big rip.
And we got a key. That's exactly what we needed. Okay, well, I think this is probably a good time to pause, yeah?
Yeah, probably.
Right, we will continue fucking shit up with Claude next week, right? Unless the world ends or something.
Well, I would joke and be like, haha, funny joke, but at this point, I don't know anymore.
Yep, we should be fine. Everybody, do we have any announcements or anything?
I don't think so. I'm for the moment, just because Michael works from home now, as does most people, I think. But streams on Fridays rather than Tuesdays for a while until this thing clears up. So we'll see how that goes.
Yep.
I think that's the only announcement.
Yeah, no, I think we should be good. I'm not going to promise anything yet. What happened last week, I ended up playing Greedfall because I was going to play the Outer Worlds, and I got to tell you, I kind of had fun playing Greedfall with you guys last weekend, so I'm not promising anything, but keep an eye out on Twitter. If I do end up streaming tomorrow a little more Greedfall, potentially, I will tweet it out and let you all know.
Indeed.
With that, everybody, thank you so much for joining. Everybody stay safe, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will talk to you next time.
Goodbye!